Senator Rubio.
Thank you all for being here. I understand fully the need of the President of the United States to be able to have conversations with members of the intelligence community that are protected, particularly in a classified setting. I also understand that the ability of this community to function depends both on its credibility, that its work that it's doing is in the national security interest of the United States, and also the importance of its independence, that it is not an extension of politics no matter which administration is at play. In the absence of either one of those two things impacts everything we do, including this debate we're having here today. And the challenge that we have now is that while the folks here with us this morning are constrained in what they can say, there are people that apparently work for you that are not, and are constantly speaking to the media about things and saying things. And it puts the Congress in a very difficult position because the issue of oversight on both your independence and on your credibility falls on us. And I actually think if what is being said to the media is untrue, then it is unfair to the President of the United States. And if it is, then it is that it is true, that it is something the American people deserve to know, and we as an oversight committee need to know in order to conduct our job. And so my questions are geared to Director Coates and Admiral Rogers. You have testified that you have never felt pressured or threatened by the President or by anyone to influence any ongoing investigation by the FBI. Are you prepared to say that you have never felt, that you've never been asked by the President or the White House to influence an ongoing investigation?
Well, Senator, I just hate to keep repeating this, but I'm going to do it. I am willing to come before the committee and tell you what I know and what I don't know. What I'm not willing to do is to share what I think is confidential information that ought to be protected in an open hearing. And so I'm not prepared to answer your question today.
Director Coates, I would just say, and with incredible respect that I have for you, I am not asking for classified information. I am asking whether or not you have ever been asked by anyone to influence an ongoing investigation.
I understand, but I'm just not going to go down that road in a public forum. And I also was asked the question if the special prosecutor called upon me to meet with him to ask his questions. I said I would be willing to do that.
I likewise stand by my previous comment.
Okay, well then, in the interest of time, let me ask both of you, has anyone ever asked you, now or in the past, this administration or any administration, to issue a statement that you knew to be false?
For me, I stand by my previous statement. I've never been directed to do anything in the course of my 3+ years as the director of the National Security Agency.
Not directed, asked.
That I felt to be inappropriate, nor have I felt pressure to do so.
Have you ever been asked to say something that isn't true?
I stand by my previous statement, sir.
Director Coates?
I do likewise.
Well, let me ask this of everyone on this panel. Is anyone aware of any effort by anyone in the White House or elsewhere to seek advice on how to influence any investigation?
My answer is absolutely no, Senator.
No one has anything to add to that?
I don't understand the question.
The question is, are you aware of any efforts by anyone in the White House or the executive branch looking for advice from other members of the intelligence community about how to potentially influence an investigation?
Are you talking about me? No.
No.
Okay. Who wants to answer? I'm sorry.
I'm not sure I understand the question, but if you're asking whether I'm aware of requests to other people in the intelligence community, I am not.
Seeking advice on how we could potentially influence someone. You're not aware of anyone ever saying or reporting that to you?
No, sir.
Has anyone ever come forward and said, I just got a call from someone at the White House asking me what is the best way to influence someone on an investigation?
I've never received anything.
I have no direct knowledge of such a
It
call.
was an allegation made in one of the press reports, and that's why I asked. On a separate topic, I'm sorry, who does? Mr. Rosenstein?
Our confusion, Senator, we just want to make sure we're clear on the question. The answer is no, as I understand it, but I'm not sure I'm familiar with the particular media report that you're referring to.
All right, I'm running out of time. I do want to ask this because this is important. Did the NSA routinely and extensively and repeatedly violate the rules that were put in place in 2011 to minimize the risk of collection of upstream information.
Have we had compliance incidents? Yes. Have we reported every one of those to the court? Yes. Have we reported those to our congressional oversight in Congress? Yes. Have we reported those to the Department of Justice and the Director of National Intelligence? Yes.
Did, under the Obama administration, was there a significant uptick in efforts and incidents of unmasking from 2012 to 2016?
I don't know that. I have to take that for the
Who would
record.
know that?
To be honest, we have the data, but I don't know that off the top of my head. I couldn't tell you unmasking on a year-by-year basis for the last 5 years. I apologize. I just don't know off the top of my head.
Thank you.
Senator White.